Good morning, good morning. Still have a little bit of cough and a little bit of stuffy nose, but it's mostly all gone, which is very exciting. This is Yousician number 28. Last night we got our second night of freezing weather for the year, but also for just winter in general. Because where we live, it's generally pretty warm, and we don't like the cold. That was the answer is easy. I played through it a little while ago, but just the bass part using the guitar on one of the streams because I was doing some testing with the overall stream stuff, making sure stuff was synced properly, and I wanted to redeem myself a little bit by actually playing the guitar part. So we're back in level 5. We got 45 of these left to do, and I guess we'll just start with Rusty Ground. Actually, I think there was one at the end of yesterday that we almost had. Wasn't Runaway Train. Trying to see if any of these ring a bell. None of them are, but the Yousician way we haven't played at all before, so might as well go ahead and play it, and then we'll work our way up. I don't want to scroll too far down, but I do know a lot of the ones that are higher up I've tried before, and there's some reason or other I just don't want to play them. And so this is my way of still making progress while playing. And I know the stream right now is a little bit later, and that's because it is Saturday. I didn't have to wake up at 6 a.m. for work, even though I woke up at 6 a.m. anyways. But I was mostly just lying in bed. So I know this time works a lot better for a lot of people. So we'll just do it. And I did this just because I was lazy this morning.
Well, I've got some things to say. When you play with Yousician, all your friends will be like, how the music is so loud. One-stop shop for every girl and guy. To reach all of your musical dreams. It ain't always easy to reach goals so high, but you were gonna get them if you practice right. And if the tunnel gets you down sometime, that's okay. Just keep your eyes on the line. You got that vision.
The rhythm. It's the rhythm that's throwing me off this morning. Ooh, a shift. We haven't had a shift in a while in a lot of our playing. I think the rhythm's throwing me off because it's kind of in like a cut time feel. Yeah, so we've got to get those first two sections down. The rhythm presents itself as 4/4, but with those 16th notes in there. That's what's giving it the cut time feel, because you're showing 16th notes, but the tempo is really slow. So it feels like the 1 bar of 4 is really like 8 beats in there instead of 4 beats. And that's what was tripping me up. I did the same thing I always do. Continue was on the right, and now play is on the right. And so I press continue instead of play. One of these days I'll get it down.
I heard you started playing Yousician. Well, I've got some things to say. When you're playing with Yousician, all your friends will be like, how the music is so fly. One-stop shop for every girl and guy to reach all of your musical dreams. That's right. It ain't always easy to reach goals so high, but you were gonna get there if you practice right. And if the tunnel gets you down sometime, that's okay. Just keep your eyes on the line.
Woo! There we go. We got those two sections. Felt like that note just should have been there. The same right there.
Way.
And there we go. We got our best score. And I don't think I'll ever play that again, because we got all the gold stars. The only way I'd play it again is, oh, what I was trying to show at the end of yesterday was down here, the version. If there's another version, yeah, at level 8. So we won't play that version of it again, but we'll play that level 8 whenever we get to it. Maybe in a couple of years. Or if... Oh, I didn't mean to play. Because continues right there. Usually. Who knows? Maybe I'll move past Yousician and not really need it before I ever get to it. Maybe not. Who knows? Well, we got Yousician Way, and so we're moving up. So now we're on Runaway Train. I think this is the one where I was like, oh, it's going to speed up as we play throughout, and then it was not speeding up at all. It was a very different style, and not at all what I was expecting. Yeah, it's like 20s. I do that way too much. I know I got 1 or 2 sections gold, but I don't remember which ones. I already messed up that first section anyways. But we'll still try our best. Almost. I was playing all those notes staccato to try to make sure that Yousician heard that I played them. Right there seemed like that's where they would switch sections. Still need to work on going from E major to F. That was the big thing that tripped me up throughout all this. And I'll press continue just so we can tell what sections we actually really need to focus on. Okay, we need course 1 and then course 2, both courses, the second to last. I think those were both where it kept going bump, 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 bump. And so where I was really messing up was going from something like that. It was quick to me going between E and F. So we'll play it again and just see how we do. I know I said earlier like 20s, but it still feels like it could be 20s, like big band, or also kind of ska. Yeah, that section right there. But in the choruses, you're not holding out the E and the F. They come like this. So I can't cut the note short and then shift or change early. Right there. But I saw I missed one already. We're just gonna play it again. Keep going so we can try to get that last section, course 2. Yeah, right there. So one of the times we got it, or not the whole section, but the spot I kept messing up. For some reason, I missed a call from my wife. The ringer's supposed to go through, so nope, she did not pick up when I tried calling her back. But I will keep it right there. If she calls again, camera should vibrate, and my phone is unstable where it is, so it should fall, and I should notice. Yeah, we will play it again. I pressed play again correctly instead of accidentally pressing continue. That second transition there, that seems to be what messes me up the most. Woo! Didn't get the whole section, but that last grouping we got everything. Okay, she's calling. I guess I just didn't hear it before. Guess the headphone volume was too loud. Hello? Hello, I am back. let's try to continue, because we don't really need this section that I was messing up in. We need the last one, and we're almost there, so might as well. Ding. That hurts. Hey, bassist of Enrique. I think we got this last section. Thanks for welcoming me back. And thanks for joining. Yeah, we got that last section. All we need is that first chorus right there. And let's do it. I'm not going to answer. Oh, I pressed troubleshoot. I always think it's on the right side. It's really annoying how they flip-flop that, and I keep saying it. Keep saying it like me saying something about it's actually going to do anything. I accidentally turned the volume knob down a little bit. That's one of the things I don't really care for too much about the Strat. And a lot of people online, I saw the post recently and I talked about that. And a lot of people online really don't like it either. The placement of those volume knobs. It's one of the reasons why I'm playing so far over here instead of closer to the bridge or chords. Because if I try to do them there, I'll really hit that volume knob a whole lot. And this is what we need. No. So we don't need anything else, and the only thing we missed was something I played that it didn't count right, which happens a lot. I've mentioned this before. It hasn't shown up very well. There was one song that it showed up in with the strumming patterns, but a lot of times if you're playing the same thing over and over, it won't pick it all up. But since we got those sections inside that one section that we need right, that means we can do it again. Let's just hope we have enough time to do it again today. Apparently not. That's what's really frustrating and grinds my gears, is when you play it right, and look, we're not even at 15 minutes yet. I wonder what kind of metric it is that lets them decide like what all the time metrics are that go into it, because the time was only 13 minutes today. So if we go over to activity under the profile and we show daily, like 13, 17, 17, 16, 17, 15, but that's obviously a good bit lower than all of those. So as far as our Yousician total playtime, we're at 116 hours and 16 minutes, up a little bit since yesterday, but we're finally above 115. And let's see if this works. All right, there we go. I know the other day I mentioned about I The wrong thing. There we go. I mentioned about not wanting to play the audio of songs in here because of copyright reasons, but at the same time, I'm not really monetized on here anyways. So I'm going to do some practice on stream just because why not? We can keep each other company. For I Want a Roman by Rat. Right now I'm at about 80% of the speed, and it's about 127, 130-ish BPM. So this is, I think, about 90... No. At 80%, I think it's about 100 BPM. Let me do that math real quick with my phone. 0.8 times 130. Yeah, 104 BPM. So this has those 16th notes in there, which is what the challenge really is. But then also, because these notes leading into that bar of 16ths is like a quick pickup instead of like on the beat, it's the and a 4, or the and it's a quick lead in that you're coming off after holding a note. So we'll drop this down to 70% and work our way up. This shows the tab and follows it while you play. Those of you familiar with my bass channel, you will recognize this type of stuff for sure. Yeah, I also started a guitar practice kind of Excel or Google Sheet over here that I mentioned recently, and so I'm putting in the start time, which is about 8:45 a.m. because that's tracking the stuff that's not in Yousician or Rocksmith. That way I can try to gauge exactly how much time I actually am putting into practicing guitar. And then when we're done, I will go back and put in the end time, calculate the difference, and then sum it all up. So I have to work a bit on the formulas, but that's not a now thing. That is an after I play thing. I was practicing last night, and because of the bend, my fingers are a little sore, so I don't know how long I'll actually be able to go. But maybe I'll just hold the note without bending it to extend the length of practice time, because that's not the thing I'm practicing right now. Is trying to get that speed up for that run of 16ths. Let's just go ahead and start. And I'm not having the actual song play. I forgot about that. I'm just playing along to the generation of the notes in rhythm. Because sure, I'll eventually want to play it with the song, but if I can't play it in time with nothing else going on, I won't be able to play it in time with the song either. And since we're starting out fairly fresh today, let's drop that back to 60, and then we'll slowly bump it up. They used to have like a up or down by 5. Now you just, and they also had the slider, but now they switched to the shortcuts. But trying to get in between for practicing like this, it is a little bit harder to do. Not by much, not a huge deal. Haven't heard that before. And obviously, I'm playing it dry without any kind of effects. I've got a bass Sans amp, which doesn't do very well for like guitar overdrive or distortion. And then I've got no other effects that really would help. So it might be kind of hard to hear me. I've got this up so I can make sure I'm in time with it. And then one thing I also wanted to point out is because of the string crossings here, I'm able to, with that hammer on, and then come off on a pickup note for this downbeat. It works very well, having that downbeat be an upstroke because of the string crossings. Where normally you typically want the downbeat to be a downstroke. Just works out very well. That's not, but we're getting that. So let's bump it up to 65. I could turn on the trainer, but I want to make sure I get it right. The trainer, not sure where it is with this current layout, would just loop it for you and then bump it up after that many loops. Kind of similar to what the Rocksmith stuff does, except you tell it how many times to loop, and it can't gauge how accurately you're playing it. So both things, the Rocksmith and this, have their pros and cons, but right now I'm just going to bump it to 65 and keep going. The hardest part is the start, just making sure that you play it right and in time, and like get started at the right time. Don't tell Jeff Berlin I'm using a metronome. But I think I'm doing fairly well on that. Making sure my phone didn't buzz. And so we'll just go up to 70% now. One flub in there, but not bad. Not perfect, but I kept pace. I was on fret 16, my bad. All right, I think we're doing pretty well at 70%. So let's bump it up. No, not to 100. Not even that high. Let's go to 75, and then slowly work our way up from 75. Because yesterday I ended at about 80%, and so I don't want to get too fast too quickly. I want to make sure I've got it down. I think that happens when I'm on the bend and pause. I'm playing it a lot with my fingers in my picking hand, I think, and maybe a little bit of my wrist, but there's almost no elbow in there, which I honestly don't know if I'm supposed to use the elbow or not. And if am supposed to use the elbow, not quite sure how exactly to do that. I know I'm putting like some pressure so I can pick it easier. My playing posture will definitely have to change if I'm supposed to use the elbow. Because right now the guitar kind of sits differently there versus when I'm playing like that. But I think that's probably not a very good thing. Because I've heard you're not supposed to like always rest on the guitar, but that's part of the reasons why I'm taking lessons, is to try to work past these things that I don't really know much about, or teach myself bad habits, and the lessons will help me to avoid those. So we're at 75. Let's try to go into 77. Yeah, I've always had a wall with 16th notes around 100 to 110 BPM. No matter the instrument, I just can't play 16ths much faster than that. When it's like a full run of 16ths. Still kind of sloppy, though I am keeping pace. Got it there. That was pretty good. Sloppy. I got it there, but I was a little tense. Missed that 15 on the G. Part of the reason I wanted to do this instead of the Rocksmith is to help me make sure I'm playing the right rhythm. Because on the Rocksmith, I thought the 12 was like an 8th note here, and then the 15 started over here as a pull-off, as the downbeat. And this last whole beat of the measure was all 16th notes. So I thought this came in here, and then that was a 16th, so it was just all 16ths. And so that was the wrong rhythm. So I'm glad I took the time to look at this outside of Rocksmith. That's one of its failings, is that Rocksmith can't show you the rhythm very well. But yeah, we're going to bump up to 80% speed. This is where I got to yesterday. And I think I was doing pretty well at the 77. But again, when we come back to this, we'll start at a lower speed and work our way up to make sure that we're reinforcing the good and trying to get to an even higher speed. And even if we're not doing super great at that higher speed, the next time we come back, we drop it back down to reinforce those good habits. Even though we definitely want to do it properly at the higher speed. Doing pretty good, like 95% there. And I missed it because I was talking. I think that was pretty good. My right hand is a little clumsy with the strings that I'm on. That was bad. And that was much better. I can tell those bends aren't perfect, but that's probably because my pinky's getting a little sore from doing them. But it's nice that this is giving me that pitch when it does bend up to match, where if I was playing this against the track, I'd probably be guessing the whole time. So it's giving me something a little bit helpful there. I want to bump this up to, let's try 83. And there we go. Because we're doing it pretty well. I want to find out kind of what my upper limit is. Excuse me, for playing this before I like start falling apart. Even if I'm not doing perfectly, I want to find my upper speed limit so that way I can see where I want to kind of push past. I'm just probably going to do that weird. Just keep going up with the pitch until it gets back to it. Yep. Very sloppy. Much better. Kept pace, but sloppy. And the right hand fell apart there. Still missed some stuff. Got it, but a little sloppy. Good. Missed hitting that 12. That was pretty good. I thought this, I was gonna stop here. And I was talking. I thought this was gonna be kind of my wall. Played 12-15, 12-15 twice. Messed up there. Man, ever since I talked and messed up, I've been missing a lot. One thing that I will say is I've heard a lot about how you're not really supposed to bring your thumb around and have it on top. But I was finding when I was practicing this, it gives me a solid kind of reference point. So when I've got that open space there, I wasn't able to get as quick. I didn't have that kind of internal reference point. So that's why I've been having the thumb on top. It's been what's been helping me get this faster, but who knows, maybe that's what will also limit me and contribute to that kind of brick wall that I'm hitting. Let's try it a couple more times, see if I can get it back nice and clean again. If I can, then I'll bump it up to 85 or something. But right now, because this is at 120 beats per minute, or 127, sorry, 127 times 0.83, this is 105 BPM. So let's go ahead and continue. I lagged. That was good. I think that was pretty good. Not bad. That was not very good at the end. Sloppy. Better. Sloppy at the end and beginning. But the middle is fine. Sloppy. Since I talked about the thumb, I've been getting self-conscious about that. That was bad. The one before was decent. Sloppy at the end. Okay. Accidentally hit a wrong string, which I've done a bit. That was decent. That was alright. So I'm actually going to skip 85 because it's so close and go to 86 to go up by 3 again. And see how we do here. Playing catch up. That was alright. That was pretty good. So let's push it to 90, see how we do here. Too fast. I'm saying it was too fast, not me. Yeah, feels like 90 is definitely out of my zone. 86 was, I hit it once or twice, so it's definitely in the realm of possibility. So 127 times 0.86 is about 109, 110. So that's right around where I said my wall is, between 100 and 110 or so. So that is good to know. That kind of reinforces that that is what I'm currently trying to push past. And that I can at least hit that, where a while ago when I wasn't practicing as much, I really couldn't hit that speed. So I've improved a bit from the time when I wasn't practicing, but when I was practicing, like on bass and stuff, I am at that same kind of wall of about 110 BPM for 16th notes. My pinky is not really enjoying this a whole lot with that bend in there. I am reinforcing it, as you see, but my ring finger is also not really enjoying that, and I don't want to build up too much of a blister or anything. That'll make it really hard to practice and play for more days. So I think that's about where I will call it. Saying it's 9:08 right now. So in my practice sheet, put 9:08. So it looks like about 23 minutes of extra practice after Yousician today. That's pretty exciting. So thank you all so much for joining, especially you, Basis of Enrique, because you joined live. And I will see you all next time. Have a great weekend.